Good morning. How's everybody doing? It's let's see, the 28th, January 28th. It's about 10:25 Sunday morning. Temperature's about 45 degrees. And we're at the lake today. It was raining all last night. Terrible rain. We've had a lot of rain lately. It's overcast and supposed to get a little bit of rain today too. Today we're gonna have Wendy's bacon, egg, and cheese crescent sandwich, breakfast sandwich, and they come with some fries. So we'll have them with it, and a cup of coffee for it's a combo meal. This is what the sandwich looks like. Not bad looking, not too big, but not too bad looking. Let's give it a try here. Tastes pretty good. I'm gonna give these breakfast potato fries. I guess they are some kind of breakfast thing. What they look like. Looks like a lot of pepper or spice on them or something. Wow. Holy moly. Whoa. Them little suckers are spicy. Wow. They didn't warn me about that one. Check the coffee. I never had coffee at Wendy's. That's pretty good. Surprise. Sandwich looks pretty good too. Tastes good. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an awful lot of like pepper and spice on these potatoes. I mean, if you like that, that's, it's good, but whoa. I had to go out this morning, look down at my gauges, looked at the mileage for some reason. Just turned 100,000. That's the first car I've had that turned 100,000. Usually I bought them with over 100,000 on them. No, not really. But yeah, this is a Toyota Sienna. It rides really good. Been really good for us. Dependable. Had a little thing going on the last month or so with the cold weather. The check tire gauge was coming on. And that's kind of normal for some cars. You know, the tires in the cold weather, they lose a little air. I just filled it up a couple of times. But it just seemed too frequent. Something was wrong. They took a little air for them. You know, they all took some, but so I really had to use the car the other night. And had a flat. Well, the car came originally with run flat tires. For those of you not familiar with that, they have a donut in them, the tire. And if you get a flat tire, you can ride about 50 miles to get to a gas station or something. Of course, you have no spare in the car. This car can't fit a spare in it. So they come with the run flats. So me and my ultimate wisdom, I decided when I had changed the tires out, they needed tires. I got the original tires without run flat. Without a spare, of course. That was a wise move. And then I figured I had AAA. And then I got to thinking it was really raining the night that I had the flat, you know, the tire was down. I could have been out on the road in a torrential downpour and had a flat tire. Story gets better. So I decided that a little too much tension. I'm going to change over and get the run flats again. So I went to my dealership, who really, to be honest with you, excellent. Prices are pretty good too. I've priced things out like tires and all, and they're right up there with them. They're competitive. So I got an appointment in there, and went in. I had to make sure first they had the run flat tires. They don't stock them usually as good as the regular tires, so but he had them. The price was very reasonable. I checked it against Tire General discount tire, and they had a Bridgestone tire. The others had really bad tire names. You know, my rating was bad on them. They were a couple of dollars cheaper. It's not worth it. So I went to my dealership and had them put them in. They weren't cheap, run flat. They're a little bit more money. The kicker was, like I said, the story gets better. They got the car in there. I had a ride home. He gives me a call and says, we did the tires. We fit you in. Of course, it was a Friday, but I needed it done last minute. They usually have a 3 or 4 day stretch there to get an appointment, but they were really nice. Got me in. Maybe the fact I was getting 4 tires helped. And then the kicker. They pulled the car in the bay, and the battery went dead. I had to jump it. I tested it, and it was in bad shape. It's a good thing that happened there. So they had to replace that also on top of it. Plus, one of the sensors were bad. I had to diagnose the sensor and change the sensor out in the tire that makes the low pressure light come on. Let you know that there's a problem with your tires. That's not cheap either. So that's my story of the infamous tire and battery. And I'm thinking to myself, if I would have went out in that rain, which I had to go out somewhere, and the tire finally went on me on the highway, plus I stopped, pulled over, checked the tire. I guess I'd have to call AAA. The only thing they can do is either put air in it if it wasn't totally bad, the tire, and I could drive it somewhere or get home or bring it to a place to get, the tire changed. But it was late at night. That wouldn't happen. And what if I went back in the car and it wouldn't start because the battery's bad? So I think it all worked out good. I'm glad the battery died in there while they were pulling the car in. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. Sandwich is good. Potatoes, not so good. I don't know what they put on there, but I don't mind spicy stuff. I kind of like spicy a little bit, but this is really bad. Coffee, New York coffee is good. Let's see the price. That's even better. I think the last meal I had that I did was about 14 and change or something. This was $7.41 for the combo. Take away the potatoes. They're really bad. So, is it worth it? It's worth it without the potatoes. Price is worth it. It's a good breakfast. It's good sandwich. I asked for your help on another video on how to get the what do you call it, picture flipped on his phone. And I looked it up online on YouTube and all. There was every which way, but nothing really worked for me. I went into settings on my iPhone, went to camera, and in camera it says flip front camera. I figured front camera is the one that's the little camera facing out, not the selfie camera. But I flipped it anyway and tried it, and that worked. So if any of you record with the selfie part of the camera, and you get things backwards like text, and you're sitting on the wrong side of the car like my first 3 videos. Hello, I'm learning. And so I flipped it and everything came out right. So if anyone has to do it on their iPhone and they want it to come out correct, that's the way to do it. All these other ways of doing it that they had on YouTube, I was going into what do you call it, editing it and all of this and that, and all. I said no. So anyway, it worked good. Well, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Was it worth it? Like I said, yes, it was, except for the potatoes. It was a $7.41. That's a good price. It tasted good. I hope all is well with everybody. And you'll take care. And God bless.